Hello and welcome! Today we will explore Learning Outcome 4, how substances move in and out of cells. Cells constantly interact with their environment, taking in nutrients and removing waste. The cell membrane plays a vital role in regulating these exchanges, allowing cells to survive, grow, and respond to change. By the end of this session, you'll understand the key processes that keep cells functioning and balanced. Cells must exchange substances with their surroundings to survive. The cell membrane controls this movement, ensuring essential substances enter while waste leaves. This control is due to its selective permeability. It allows some substances to pass through more easily than others. This regulation is vital for maintaining cellular stability. The cell membrane is composed of a phospholipid bilayer with proteins. The hydrophobic core prevents most charged or large molecules from passing freely. Small nonpolar molecules move easily through it. This selective permeability is crucial for stable internal conditions. It ensures only necessary substances enter the cell. Simple diffusion involves molecules moving from high to low concentration. It occurs across the cell membrane without energy or transport proteins. Oxygen and carbon dioxide diffuse directly through the bilayer. Water moves by diffusion, often through aquaporins. This process continues until equilibrium is reached. Facilitated diffusion uses transport proteins to move substances. It occurs down a concentration gradient without energy. Large or polar molecules like glucose need this process. Carrier proteins change shape to aid transport. This ensures efficient and selective movement across the membrane. Active transport moves substances against their gradient. It requires energy in the form of ATP. Specific carrier proteins are involved in the process. Ions like sodium and potassium are actively transported. This is essential for nerve impulses and muscle contraction. Endocytosis allows cells to take in large particles. The membrane surrounds the material, forming a vesicle. There are two main types: phagocytosis and pinocytosis. This process requires energy and is vital for nutrition. It plays a role in immune responses and cell maintenance. Exocytosis releases substances from the cell. Vesicles move towards and fuse with the membrane. This releases molecules like proteins and waste outside. Exocytosis is crucial for cell communication. It assists in secretion and waste removal. Different mechanisms move substances across membranes. Simple diffusion, facilitated diffusion, and active transport each have unique roles. Endocytosis and exocytosis handle larger particles. These processes vary in energy use and direction. Together, they maintain cellular function and stability. Diffusion moves small molecules from high to low concentration. It requires no energy or transport proteins. Oxygen and carbon dioxide diffuse through the bilayer. This is essential for respiration. It allows gas exchange within cells. Facilitated diffusion moves substances with transport proteins. It occurs down a concentration gradient without energy. Larger molecules like glucose need this process. Carrier proteins provide specific pathways. This ensures efficient transport across the membrane. Osmosis involves water movement across a membrane. It moves from higher to lower water potential. Osmosis maintains cell volume and balance. In plants, it keeps cells turgid for growth. In animals, it prevents water loss or gain. Active transport moves substances against their gradient. Energy in the form of ATP is required. Carrier proteins are essential for this process. Sodium and potassium ions are actively transported. This supports nerve and muscle functions. All transport processes move substances across membranes. They maintain internal cell conditions. Each process depends on membrane permeability. They are essential for cellular stability. Without these, cells cannot function effectively. Diffusion and osmosis are passive processes. Facilitated diffusion uses proteins but no energy. Active transport requires energy and direction control. Each process moves different substances. Understanding these differences is crucial for biology. Transport processes obtain oxygen, water, and nutrients. They remove waste and maintain stable conditions. These processes generate energy for metabolism. They enable specialized functions like nerve signaling. Without them, complex organisms couldn't exist. Diffusion is a passive process requiring no energy. It moves small molecules like oxygen and carbon dioxide. This is vital for respiration and gas exchange. It allows cells to take in oxygen and expel carbon dioxide. This process is fundamental to cellular function. Facilitated diffusion aids larger molecules across membranes. It uses transport proteins without energy input. Glucose and other nutrients rely on this process. Carrier proteins ensure specificity and efficiency. This is crucial for cellular nutrition and metabolism. Osmosis maintains cell volume and internal balance. It involves water movement across membranes. In plants, it maintains turgor pressure for support. In animals, it prevents excessive water changes. This process is vital for cellular stability. Active transport moves substances against gradients. It requires ATP and carrier proteins. Sodium and potassium ions are key examples. This supports nerve impulses and muscle contractions. Active transport is essential for many physiological processes. Conclusion: cell membrane transport is essential for the survival and proper functioning of cells. By regulating the movement of substances into and out of the cell, these processes enable cells to maintain homeostasis and respond effectively to their environment. Understanding these mechanisms provides insight into how cellular interactions sustain life and ensure overall biological balance. Need help or have questions? WhatsApp us at 0748436168 and our team will be happy to assist. Thanks for joining us today, and see you soon.